Good afternoon, my dear people. This will be a special video about one of me quirks that I did for this year or last year, and it kind of progressed and I developed it into a thing, and that's putting post-it notes on my mirror. And it's just something you'll constantly glance over and just reminders of sorts of where my mind was based at. But since the year is ending, I decided that I would just simply go through these and bin them after to refresh the cycle and create a new list that I would wish to have on there for 2026. Because there's different priorities, there's different problems, different struggles and urges, and I just simply, gotta understand in the direction I want to be heading at. So there's me here, there's you there, and we got our little boy behind me. He's just chilling, listening in. Don't mind him. Oh, okay, he wants to be part of the conversation since I pointed him out like that. I guess that wasn't an invitation, but you can listen. He can join them. Alright, I think I would be doing this in chronological order of how they work. So it all started with action, create, transformation. And, well, truth, as that's the basis of how things go on in life, but it's like putting words to it in the correct way. And action creates transformation can go both ways. It goes to the both extremes. Sometimes even inaction is, in a sense, an action, because through inaction we do other things rather than the main ones that we wish to. And we gotta think of the kind of transformation that it puts us through when we are indulging in the unhealthy habits. So yes, and whatever decision you choose that to lean into the more positive change which that it will bring you, makes a difference. And to envision these sectors that I wanted to focus on per se, I signified the mind, body and soul, or mind, body, spirit. And and through this and through constantly looking at this diagram, that's when I understood that I gotta put more focus on the body aspect and allow me to progress through those struggles that I was facing. I understood that putting time towards my body would be crucial in just allowing myself to get better in the first place, which is arguably not going to be as different this upcoming year, because I am going to be doing the same act of putting focus more on my body and actually using my body. This year was all about conditioning it. Next year is all about using it, and I am super excited for that. But yeah, these post-it notes, they say, don't neglect body just because mind is feeling weak. Allow body to provide necessary support. Storage low, fuck off. Alright, I just went through, I deleted 20 kg of the photos and videos because they were just laying in my bin. Had to get rid of that. Yeah. But yes, so that's these ones. The next post-it note. There you go. Don't give attention to things you can't control. My focus and energy is the greatest currency I possess. Indeed it is. It is the greatest currency because that currency is necessary to be able to make the action in the first place. The action requires your time, focus, and energy. And if you put intention into these currencies that you have, you'll understand the value that you're willing to spend on a specific act or decision that you are choosing to go through. When we can't change our situation, we change our perspective. Sometimes you can't Okay, let's leave it like that. It's gonna be dark and more crazy. Sometimes we can't do much about the place we are at, but we can change our outlook on specific things that have to do with that, or just outlook that we are approaching the situations in the first place. And a slight shift like that, you'll start noticing patterns, you'll start understanding what's best for yourself and not, and you'll be able to move accordingly. So you become confident by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt. I'll say, like, this is true in me being able to call myself a videographer, because doing 400 videos in a year, I think that would classify towards that. Even though that doesn't mean they're all like edited and shit like that. Like, I'm pressing the record button and that's all you need to do to be a videographer. You just got to put the time and energy into it to become one, which is what I did, which is how I was able to do what I did. Growth is always available if you give space for it. That is the definition and the reasonings why taking breaks from things is utterly crucial for the benefit and growth of your desire, of your want, of your creativity towards that simple act. Growth is always available if you give space for it. Sometimes you need to step back. Allow yourself not to be in a personal space of things constantly, always. And refresh your mind. Give your mind to have a fresh take on once you do come back, you know. I think this one will just constantly be on my mind, of just a way of living, truly. And I'm trying my best to be able to constantly think in this way, but sometimes feelings and emotions make it a bit complicated. What is for me will be. What isn't, I set it free. And it's having the ability and will and dedication to allow yourself to set things free, to detach yourself, not for a period, but for good, and say goodbye. Have an ending to a course that's been due. Everything has a beginning, and most things, if not all, have an end. It's up to you when you choose those things to be. Everyone is a reflection of what they have to go through to get to where they are at. I have a feeling I worded this wrong. Everyone is a reflection of what they have to go through to become the greatest version of them. To get to the ideal specimen that they have the potential of becoming. I feel like everyone have problems, and everyone is going through their own rubble in their mind, and we are all making some terrible decisions at times, and yeah. And I feel like there's a reason why we have them, for us to be the best versions of us by the end of our lives. We have to experience these things and be able to outgrow and outlive and erase them. Not the memory of them and the history there. And last but not least, simplify to amplify. You think I was able to do 400 videos because I put many expectations on myself for this creative journey? You think I was able to upkeep and find time to actually do this because I was worrying about the technicalities and the edits and how to make it professional or look good constantly? No. I simplified. I reduced the amounts of things I had to worry about. I reduced the things that that would overload my mind, and just, since I didn't know how to do them, I understood that I'll simply learn as I progress. And instead of thinking that, oh, I need to learn everything before I know how to do it, I knew how to do it before I learned everything. That's a good way to put it. And that goes back to one of my favorite sayings from yours truly, is that I do it because I suck at it. And yes, I enjoy identifying the fact that I suck at something, and then I still progress with achieving and doing it. Because simple act of showing up and being persistent in your craft activity is what will change and allow you to develop into a more beautiful, creative, artistic spirit. Nurture your soul. Creativity is crucial for your life. And that's it. And I guess to end it all, I will read the first one that I wrote recently, and I will proceed to stick it on the mirror to just begin this new journey. Be not afraid of moving slow. Be afraid of standing still. And that's actually a beautiful one for me to begin my next journey with. And that's because upon reflecting on how this year proceeded, I understood that this year is not enough alone to fix all the mental problems and addictions I have placed on myself through most of my life basis, or let's say at least half of it. Many years it has these habits and thoughts and worries and struggles have been piling up through my constant bad choices within for self. And yeah, and even in this year, I made a lot of beneficial and crucial decisions. I understood that it did not erase the problems. I took a step back, I identified more, I learned the other, I gave time to something else, and understood the process of it greater, but the problems are still there. And hence why I try not to put too much shame and diminish the fact that these decisions have allowed me to move in a direction towards the final destination that I want to get to, where I'm healthy, when I'm clear of mind, and I am moving slow, but I'm not standing still. And I want to make sure that aspect of it is appreciated, at least from my side. There you go. There you go. I finally did it. I enjoyed talking about this, and I feel like today should mark the point for self also to redirect how my recent days and times have been spent, as I am not proud, and I just want to be me. Me here, not me here. I don't know what that meant, but we proceed. Goodbye. Thank you. I hope you found this more beneficial. I went more in depth than I expected, but that's the beauty of it, and I loved how it turned out. So, see you later. Come back soon, alright? Thanks.